fire signs, if you are a fire element, that being Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or have any of these placements somewhere in your chart, then this is your reading for the full moon and the sign of Pisces. How you doing, my fire signs? I hope you are good. So we're going to get right into your reading. And so to understand what this Pisces full moon is about comes to the big question of the day. What is the moon illuminating for you at this time? Now, if you don't quite know, it does provide a clue as to what it is that will bring some sort of illumination into what the impact of this moon will mean for you from today up until the next couple of weeks. So, for that clue, it asks you to think back to the new moon in Pisces that happened this past February, to be exact, February 20th. And it says, what have you consciously or unconsciously manifested since then? Now, only you would know that, my fire signs. I wouldn't know specifically in what area or what exactly that you manifested since that new moon, since February 20th. But what I do know is what is being highlighted to kind of give me a clue to kind of maybe get some perspective on what it is that this full moon is highlighting. And we're going to get into your major energy. We have renewal. Now, renewal in your regular tarot deck is equated to judgment. And if you know about that, it's basically, to me, judgment is about a decision. It's like the final decision, okay? Now, as we get into your spread here, we're going to see further what is this renewal about and how is it that this moon is highlighting and illuminating this particular area. So what you got to do now, you should know as well that just because I am reading for the collective, this is a collective of you fire signs. Take what resonates for you. There might be a few messages in here pertaining for some of you. Some will be very specific, and if it's very specific, I will call on that. But take what resonates for you at this time. But I do know is that when it comes to full moons, new moons, the moon phase, that somehow it does pushes a punch in terms of some way that our life will be impacted or how we'll be influenced. So with that being said, let's jump into your card. The first dominant card to start off your energy, which I love because it corresponds with your energy. We have the Three of Wands. It's a very positive sign. Wands deals with your element, fire. And so for a moment, we're going to speak about what this could mean. So the Three of Wands is about moving forward, not looking back. If you notice, this imagery is of this person. It doesn't matter if you're man or female, but I do feel that pretty much my audience is female. So for you feminine energies out there, you are walking away from something. You are looking forward, okay? And I will say that it is something that you're going to see that is going to actually bring some sense of balance and equilibrium back into your life, because that is also correlating with the theme of this moon, full moon, is balance and practicality. And sometimes in life, depending on what area, it doesn't matter, sometimes we can feel out of sorts, out of balance with our life. And so this is why you guys got renewal here, because it's a time that maybe, I would say, from that new moon, maybe even before that, okay? I feel even before the new moon. So like back before that new moon, that you guys have been reevaluating a situation in your life, a person or a place. But I feel it's more a person that you have been connected to, okay? That you have been thinking about in terms of whether or not you should put an end to something. Because like I said, we start out with the Three of Wands, and to me this is an energy of having made a decision, and that's what the Judgment card represents, making that final decision. This is a judgment call for you at this full moon, because as a sidebar, the full moon is also about releasing and letting things go. So I feel that this is what some of you fire signs will be doing at this time. Okay, now moving over to your second card, we have Eight Swords, and this is part of the reason why you guys are moving ahead and not looking back. moving away from something or someone that has kept you trapped, that has kind of gotten in the way of your freedom. You've been, if you will, again, going back to that new moon or maybe even beyond, in terms of you thinking about letting this person go. Maybe you guys have also, in a way, have been in trepidation because that fear of not knowing where you will go or what it will be when you leave the situation. A lot of times we do fear the unknown. So I feel that some of you have been in trepidation for a minute, not knowing what it will take you to, who I will be with, or just what my life will be without this person. Well, I think this full moon is going to help you to say, I will be okay. Because at the end, I always say that you have you are the interpreter. You have the power to change the narrative of your story for the positive. And as we get to the clarifier, with the sun here, energy is showing that some of you guys have been dealing with a person that have been not positive, who have been negative, and now you are seeing what you have to do. And this full moon is going to help you to let it go. Now, your third and your last card that came out is ending out with your element again, which is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, again, like I say, it begins with your energy and it ends with your energy, which is very good. So you didn't went from the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. But the Knight of Wands, because this man here, whoever it is, masculine or feminine, it's representing that you have, in fact, have waited, but you are on that ship. So you can see, figuratively, you are waiting for something. But it has arrived, and now you are moving forward. And I want to bring back the attention of the fact that with the Three Wands and the Knight of Wands, this is an energy where they are not looking back, right? So they are very motivated, very excited, if you will, even happy that they have finally let go of something and moving forward. Because in moving forward, that means that in fact you will see your happiness. You will be, your life will change for the positive, and not letting yourself to remain in any type of a negative relationship or an environment. Now let's jump down to the clarifiers. Like I mentioned, we got the Sun, Major Arcana, and we have Three Swords. So this is another factor why you guys are moving and leaving something. Now, I do want to say that the Three Wands also can mean a physical move. So some of you will be moving physically to another place, okay? And again, Three Swords is an energy that have brought you a lot of headache, a lot of pain, a lot of tears. Haven't been happy. So I am, even though I don't take reversals, I'm reading this energy right now, the Sun and the opposite. So some of you have been dealing with somebody that have, now for some of you, we have Swords here. You might be dealing with someone of air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, because Swords is connected to air. We also have Mercury retrograde, so this sometimes, these snuffles can slip up sometime in communication. But some of you might be dealing with an air sign, okay? Doesn't have to be, it could be any sign, because this is right now about the energy that you guys have been in. And this super moon is going to help release and let go. As I mentioned, full moons is about releasing and letting go of things or people or places. So if you are in fact moving, you are removing yourself from a home, an environment that have been negative to you, to go towards something that's happier for you in the long run, okay? Now, moving over to clarify the energy of the Eight Swords, we have the Queen of Wands, which is connected to your guys' energy, and we have the Justice. And it's interesting that Justice came out because it correlates with the overall theme of this full moon about balance. Justice is about balance, bringing equilibrium into your life. And I feel that with you having been leaving, I should say, the situation, it has in fact kind of, it was keeping you out of sorts, bringing some sort of imbalance. And now you are looking to bring justice to the situation. And I always feel that justice and judgment go hand in hand, because it's about a decision, things that haven't been right or gone right. It's calling for you to now put your foot down and to really go with what you feel and what you know that has been kind of like overdue. So this is like an overdue judgment call to say now is the time. Utilize this full moon to let go of things that you have not been happy about, right? The Queen of Wands is someone you can say that is taking action as well, right? She's taking action and taking passion, being passionate, taking action, however you want to say it, but she is definitely like putting her foot down, right? She is not like taking any more heat. Now, for some of you, in addition to some of you might be dealing with an air sign, you might be dealing with another fire sign, right? As well, because this could be representative of that. But also some of you might be, as I mentioned to you, if you are dealing with an air sign, it might be per se a Libra, because justice is connected to Libra energy. So you would know who you're connected with, but it could be someone of Libra that you might be connected with that you are finally saying goodbye to and walking away from. Now, the last card, the energy, the Knight of Wands, clarifying in that is the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So again, this is a situation that you guys, it has made you maybe have sleepless nights, made you upset, made you very, very angry, you know, and like I said, it's almost like you're at your wit's end. And you are going to now, like I said, put your foot down and take action to let this person go. I want to mention, when I was meditating over your cards, 9, we got the 9 swords and you got 3 swords. 9 plus 3. No, 9 plus, I'm sorry. Was it this? Actually, as I saw the 8. Nonetheless, we can still do it. It's going to still mean the same thing as to what I want to mention. 9 plus 3 plus 8. It equals how much? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. All right. What does that mean? Because before I even realized about the 8 swords, I was saying that 9 and 3 is 12. But all of these swords equals 20, which means that you guys have went above, beyond, and over with this person. And I'm really strongly feeling that this is a person that you are currently in a relationship with. It's more feeling like it's a relationship, a love relationship. And I feel that you are letting it go. So whether it's of air sign, it could be, like I said, a Libra specifically, or it could be another fire sign, okay? You would know who it is that you are connected with that have put you under stress and turmoil that you are looking to walk away from. And this is where now you can say, going back to the overall theme of this full moon, is now you are taking accountability of making a decision to let go so that you can see your peace of mind, have peace of mind, loving yourself, because I want to say the Queen of Wands is also an energy of loving herself. Self-worth is indicated here. So you are loving yourself, my feminine energies. And if there's some masculines out there, you're loving yourself, my masculine energies. But I tend to draw more feminine energies. So for my feminine energies out there, you are loving yourself. You're putting your self-worth more a focus to bring balance and justice, equilibrium back into your life. So good job for that. So that is what I got. And right away, as I look at the bottom of the deck, we got the 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is about bringing things back into balance. That you've been juggling this situation back and forth, and now there's a level of now justice at this time calling for you, okay? So like I said, congratulations there. And I asked Spirit, as we close out, I went to the Wisdom of the Oracles to see what it is that they give you as an advice, and we got the Thinker. So I feel that you guys, like I mentioned before, you have been thinking about the situation since the past couple of months, and now it's urging you, right, to take action. There was one little piece I want to share with you as we close out pertaining to this Thinker energy, and it's specifically because I feel strong that it's pertaining to a partner in your life. The message here is this: love is not logical. But when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it. And that is exactly what is going on. That I feel that you guys are now focusing on what has worked, what is not working. You're weighing the pros and cons, two pentacles, to see. And I feel that you guys got the answer you needed. And if it's not happening now, this is what this full moon, and this moon, it spreads out or extends for the next couple of months. I mean, well, I'll not take a couple of months, within this month. So definitely it can be something that you will perhaps see coming into September. All right, so that is what I got. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it was helpful, you know what to do. Send some fire to that thumbs button to give me a like. I appreciate it. I appreciate your comments and your feedback if it did resonate. But if you do want a detailed and a more extended reading on what it will mean for you on an individual personal level, reach out to me via email to send in a request to book a private reading with me, because there I can give you more of a tailored reading for your situation. Until the next time, everyone, have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you. Bye for now.